Welcome crafters, andyisyoda here and welcome back to the 40 by 30 modern house tutorial, episode 2 out of 4. We did the first 4 levels and we're going to continue straight on with level 5. So a little bit of snow and then slimy lime right on top. We've got this green slimy lime, I call it, right on top of all the other bits. It couldn't be simpler. Hope you're following along. Let me know in the comments if you are following along this tutorial. It is super simple, built up in layers. How to build a house. This house won, I'm going to put the windows in by the way. This house won a competition on my server, the Use the Block server. If you want to know how to get on the server, how to play, how to get involved, all the information is in the description. Oh, when I recorded this, I forgot I had a timeout, so I'm going to replace these windows again. So yeah, I recorded this without speaking, and then I'm going to just have to voice over it. And that seemed to be the simplest way of doing it. So it's quite good for me to actually look back and see what I'm doing. So acacia wood builds up this whole wall of acacia that runs through the whole build, and then some snow white around the edge like this. If snow is melting, if that's a problem for you, you can use quartz as well. Okay, I need to change that window to a normal glass pane. We've got a variety of windows in this house, but I think that's pretty cool. Here's the front door, glass front door, black stained glass goes on there. And this is the garage over here. So some of the levels are quite complicated, quite a lot of blocks to do, but as we go further and further up the house, there's less and less blocks to do. Now we need a window in here. Oh, quick reminder, shout out to my sponsors, provisionhost.com. If you're looking for a good Minecraft server, provisionhost.com. 5% off if you use the promotion code andyisyoda. Right, so mossy stone bricks or something, moss stone, whatever it is. And it's moss stone, yeah. That's what I'm building the garage out of. The nether brick slabs right there. And now here, this needs to be snow. Down 2 blocks, that needs to be snow, and then snow up there. So when you're inside that utility room, it's snow all the way, but we need to disguise that from the outside with a very clever feature by Chuggalugg. Chuggalugg, you're an absolute genius to put that cracked snow there. It really is. That cracked stone brick. When you see the whole place finished and you see why he's done that, it's absolute genius. It stops the connected textures. By the way, thank you for hitting that like button. You guys are awesome at that, so thank you very much. Please hit it. Awesome. Gives me great support if you do hit that button. Right, then we've got some grey clay. Grey clay, should we call it? I don't know. No, we're not going to call it that. You know, I'm not going to judge. Some blocks have to be clay, and that's up to them. No, where am I going with this? Right, garage. Limey, slimy green clay on there. And we'll have a little look. See if we've missed anything out. I can see we've missed out the TV. So there we go. TV gets built up as well as we go. Boom. It's about the only bit of furniture that we've got in this. So episode 3 is going to be finishing the levels, and then episode 4 will be furnishing and landscaping. Bit of snow white, bit of glass, quite a big door, huge door, and it's back to lime stained clay wrapping all the way around the house. You could change the colour of this clay as well. If you don't like the lime colour, you could change it to anything. Chuggalugg had it as red, but I quite like the lime. It kind of stood out really on the thumbnail. I thought it was really awesome. So, oops, going too far. Going on to level 7 by accident. Right, one more layer of glass all the way around. That's 4 panes of glass in total. I've actually missed out a window. I wonder if I go and get that. I think I get that window added in this episode. I've missed out a window on the other side of the TV. Chuggalugg's probably the only person that knows that apart from me. Okay, so more acacia wood in the middle. It's just a acacia building it up. Get it? It's acacia. Oh god, shut up, Andy. Yep, there we go. Easy peasy. This house. That needs to get trimmed down there because that's going to be the staircase. That sort of gap that I'm looking at there in there is the stair. We'll just mark it off in white snow just now to signify where the staircase is going to turn the corner. Or shall we? What did I do here? I can't even remember. What have I got? Blocks of quartz. Okay, I think the staircase is made out of quartz. That's right. So you need to put 2 quartz blocks there. Hopefully that won't change. Okay, some more grey stained clay and cracked stone brick, and then more snow getting built up. You guys excited for the holiday season coming up? Winter holidays. Some people call it Christmas holidays. I usually just call it winter holidays. I thought I celebrate Christmas. It's a time of family, isn't it? A time to celebrate the dark nights. If you're in the Northern Hemisphere, celebrate switching on some nice lights and just having time with the family, I think. Doesn't have to be religious or anything. So there's moss stone, lime, and that moss stone goes over the window in the garage as well, and that just continues on. So really, if you've managed to wade through episode 1 and do episode 1 faithfully, then the rest of these episodes are really, really super easy, because it's just building on what we've built with just occasional little difficult bits like this to make sure we get right. I can see some problems from the future with those little quartz slabs, but I think it should be okay. So a little bit of roof, I think that's spruce slabs, I think. Not too sure, can't remember. Anyway, the ones that look like that. If you want this texture pack, you can download it, link in the description as well. So panes and quartz slabs on those doors. We're going to have some quartz slabs across that doorway between the dining room and the living room. I'm just having a quick check round. I can see I've missed out the TV. And we've missed out this fireplace at the back. The fireplace, but chimney. So build up that chimney. Forgot it from level 5 and 6, I think. We've missed the TV, Andy. Go back to the TV. Okay, more moss stone here. Okay. I missed out the TV. How did I do that? Okay, anyway, never mind. Level 7. Let's have a quick tour and see what we've done so far. This should give you guys a chance to catch up if you're still struggling to follow along. So I'm just going to spin round the whole shape. Oh, missed a couple of windows. Those windows though. So the garage is looking fine. We've got a funny feature at the back of the garage, but more about that when we furnish it, I suppose. Yeah, okay, let's start level 7. There's 17 levels, as you can see, level 7 out of 17. And it just goes faster and faster and faster. You know, the levels become more and more easy to do. It's just less and less house. You know, can you imagine we get to the garage roof and, you know, that's it. There's no more garage to do. So just concentrate on building up the second story of the house. Okay, so slimy lime all the way along to there. Come across. There we go. Not bad, not bad. It's getting there. Right, acacia wood goes all the way across, and I think that even comes up into the next floor as well. So I think I've only had one negative comment about this style of building. I like it. I used to do my vehicle tutorials in layers, but I'm enjoying doing this in layers as well. So everything there is looking fine. Got a bit of Snow White to put on here, covering around, and then we've got that comes like that. It comes right across. So this is goes from the toilet to the kitchen all the way across. We'll cover that window up also. Good. So level 7 hasn't been particularly easy, a little bit complicated. We've got some grey stained clay just there, and that kind of leaves space for the stairway to bend round. Very, very clever design by Chuggalugg to have a smaller roof above the utility room. So normal upside down, normal way up quartz stairs above the windows. We've got the garage to do. I can also see the little toilet room as well, hasn't been done as well. So here comes the garage roof. Pretty awesome to be at this stage as well. So this comes right across like that, and then everything else can just get filled in. So more blocks of moss stone. Let little Yoda bang them in. This is good because it means levels 8, 9 and so on are just going to be a lot faster since you don't have a garage to do. So build up that last block of crackstone bricks, and then it's more roof. Now we need to be careful when we place this roof. I'm placing 4 bricks at once here because there's a skylight. In fact, there's 2 skylights, I think. Or 3 in fact. We've got one there. The special sort of water feature I think we have at the back of the garage, or some sort of feature. So that comes round to there. We've got to make sure we put these skylights in the right place. So mark out the middle of that skylight and put 2 bricks next to the window, and that's that first skylight done. And then we can come over to, see, that's all lined up in the middle. That line in the middle is where the skylight is defined, and then we're going to just attach on bits of solid glass. So it's 1, 2, 3 by 5, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 3 by 5. 2 3 by 5 skylights. Doesn't matter if it's not absolutely brick perfect. Now we've got something very, very clever in here. I'm going to grab some cracked stone, and this really will impress you once we do the furnishing. I do like this. It's a very clever feature. I'm not going to tell you too much about why he's put that little vent there. until we do the furnishing, I think. We've got a bit of grey stained clay to put on just there. And that could be us, level 7. I noticed I haven't done the TV. Do I go back and do the TV? I do, because look, we've got 2 bits of TV to do. That covers up like that. And there we go. TV and fireplace combo. That, I think, is level 7. Is it? Is it? Is this where I realise I've missed out a window? It is. Sorry, guys. In we go with a little bit of a window. Poor little window was feeling left out. Never mind. Cool. That's level 7, I believe. Let's get going with level 8. Should be faster now. So, starting in our favourite little corner, we've got some slimy lime, and this just runs simply, without any mistakes, Andy, simply around the whole build. The whole green slimy limey bit, like that. There we go. Told you it was easy. Then some more snow, and this wraps round. We've got a little bit of a difficult bit here to get right, and I think this is where I make a slight mistake and have to go back and fix it just about 2-3 seconds after I make it. So watch out for the mistake coming up. If you're following along, put the snow all the way around. Looking okay so far. More acacia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, we're good there, I think. The clay should build up, I think. Or we're going for a couple of bits of acacia there. Okay, we'll put that acacia there. I think that might be... This is where it gets a little bit complicated. Let's just see what I do. So I've taken that out again. Yeah, I think I need to cut in here and decide... Yeah, this is where the stair turns, okay? This is where the stair turns, and it kind of marks off the edge of the building. So do that just like that. That's a little kind of cheating because it was a bit of level 7 and 8 all wrapped up. Now the cracked stone brick wraps up from there, and I've put it all the way above that little vent, that little iron trapdoor, but that's slightly wrong. And this is, I think, where I realise that the grey stained clay doesn't come out here. Nope. Undo. Come on, Andy, get with it. You can see me thinking here. It's a slow process sometimes. I think there was a micro pause as well in the recording there. So that goes there. So leave the vent, put the snow there, and then bump that clay just straight on top of that wall. So it's pretty straightforward in the end. Cool. Okay, level 8. Can I get in there? Got a little bit of clay left. Hopefully I'll see it. Bit of acacia to put on. What am I doing now? Oh, I know what I'm doing now. A little bit of world edit. I'm not going to apologise for this, but you need to fill this whole area in with snow or quartz. I'm going to do replace air 80. 80 is the code for snow, solid blocks of snow, and I'm going to do the same on this bit as well. So I'm just doing this with world edit just to speed things up, otherwise the video is very boring, just placing a ceiling out of snow. Got to hack in the stairway. This is different from Chuggalugg's design. He had a little upstairs toilet, but I've taken the upstairs toilet out. There was no need for it because both bedrooms are en suite. Right, we want to put in a little bit of glowstone to put some ceiling lighting in. So that is there. Hopefully you should figure out where that is. We need another block. Need to count along from the corner. In 1 and 1, 2, 3, and then place a block of 6, and it's going to actually not be glowstone, it's going to be a little skylight into the kitchen. It doesn't matter too much where you get that in, but I've lined it up with the kitchen window as well. That gives you kind of an indicator. I'm also going to put a bit of glowstone somewhere else, am I? Count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm marking in, I think, a doorway, or am I? Oh, I'm not really marking an upper doorway, but I'm counting. So you might have to just count along. 4 blocks in from the green, and then 1 block down to make some more glowstone. So you may have to kind of be using these gaps as a reference. 1, 2, 3, 4. It doesn't matter too much where those blocks of glowstone is, because they're just lights for down below, and we could easily have done that layer. 1, 2. Oh, a little skylight there. Easily done that layer when we furnish. So just count the blocks, guys. That should be right above the glowstone there on the floor. Count the blocks, and you shouldn't go wrong with those little skylights into the bathroom and the hallway. So in level 8, let's just pause for a little second. Have a look at, we've got some weird effects on the floor, but this is the living room. Okay. We've got the dining room here. looking very smart. Step up to the kitchen. The floor is looking kind of strange because we're going to do some very clever things with carpets and snow. Utility room here. Got something to fix there probably. Don't worry about those snow blocks because they can just get changed because that's going to be where washing machines and stuff go. They'll get covered up. And here's the garage. Got some sort of weird feature at the back of it and a skylight. That'll be fixed when we furnish. And then we can do a little bit of interior. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks there. Just awesome how that curves around. I absolutely love it. Such a good feature. I'm really learning from Chuggalugg, that's for sure. So this is the staircase. We'll do the staircase when we come to furnish. Okay. But yeah, and then we've got a little downstairs toilet. Downstairs loo is what they would call it in the United Kingdom. Anyone else in different countries from the UK call it a loo? A little toilet called a loo? Or is that just a UK thing? Okay, level 9. Here we go again. So a couple of anvils to start off. And then 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then coming down 2. Lime stained clay all the way around. And then a little block of snow in that corner. It's our favourite corner for starting. There we go. So this is easy peasy as well. Just slimy lime, bang it all around. Don't make any mistakes. I didn't make any. There we go when placing blocks. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's probably only going to be 5, I think. But yeah, line it up with that one just now. We can always cut it back later on. 4 blocks of acacia. Some snow. I'm kind of all over the place in this episode. I'm not really finishing. Okay, the cracked stone brick comes up and wraps round there. Very, very cool indeed. Jammy dude got added to the whitelist. What am I going to do? What am I reaching for? What am I reaching for? Ah. Oh, a little window. I like this double paned glass that Chuggalugg has done. This crackstone brick curves all the way around. Line it up with that bit there. Line it up with that bit there and you're good to go. That can be finished off with snow. And we can have clay all the way across there. That's fine. Now we can dig down here and remove these bits of snow. This is a bit of interior detail, but we might as well do it at this stage as well. Upside down bits of quartz stairs, and that just kind of finishes that off. A good way of transitioning between the ceilings and staircases in Minecraft. 2 bits of snow in there. Got the staircase is looking okay. The birch wood is going to be our flooring. Build up that wall again. I think. No, take that wall out. Come on, Andy, think. You've got to have 4 bits of birch there. And then this floor, yeah, level 9 is a little bit tricky. You need to count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then another 3. So that can get filled in. So you've got a 3 by 5 area just on the left hand side of the lime stained clay. And then a block there and a block there to represent the doors into the bedrooms. And so extend that like that. And we're going to go for this shape here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up like this. This is marking out, I think, where the bed goes. Another block there. So hopefully I'll hover above and you can kind of see that it's got to count the shapes and work it out from reference points, okay? Some stone just here. And that can get filled in with snow, and that can come across there with a little gap there with some podzol. And the podzol represents the carpet. I think it's a good choice for kind of a luxurious deep pile carpet. So fill in the gaps with podzol. Again, you may need to pause the video at this stage just to double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just start counting. Got to count the blocks sometimes. Yeah, level 9 probably the most complicated level in the whole build. Wrap the snow round there. There's a staircase. Got little windows as well. I don't know what I'm pointing at. I don't know what I'm laughing at. Staircase. That's the trouble with waving at stuff, Andy. Your future Andy doesn't know what you're waving at. Right. We've got some more carpet and wood to do inside. And some more stone as well. I think that just kind of marks out where some closets and cupboards are going to go. And that stone should line up with the edge of the build. Back to podzol for carpet. So we've got to get a couple of bedrooms in. We've done one, so this is the second bedroom. I'm going to mark out some points of acacia as well, just there. Marks off the end of that little bathroom, the ensuite bathroom. So I absolutely love the layout of this house. It's one of the special features of this house is the layout. So Chuggalugg, buddy, you absolutely nailed the layout. Well impressed. Okay, so fill all that in with birch, and then we've got more podzol in there. Trust me, it works out in the end. Fill that bit of lime that was OCDing you guys like nuts. It's hard for me to describe which blocks to use, but you just have to sort of copy the pattern I've used. Okay, now we need to mark out the wall. The skinny bit on the left hand side is going to be just in there. It's going to be a little closet, and then this remaining area is going to be a kind of a walk-in bathroom. What kind of bathrooms do you get? I mean, you always walk into a bathroom. That's just stupid. Okay, so bits of diarrhea-ite right there. That's what I call diorite. Diarrhea-ite. It's just easier to say. And we've left a little 2x3 grid here, which I'm just going to slap down some red wool to mark out where the shower area is going to go. So red wool is going to indicate the shower, just because I don't want to get too fancy with, because this has been a really complicated level. So I'm trying to make it a bit simpler by just using red blocks to mark out the shower area. And when we come to furnish it, we'll do that later. Right, diarrhea-ite in here to mark out the rest of the bathroom. So there we have 2 bedrooms, a little bathroom. You can see the DR when I put those blocks on. It's kind of very white and shiny just now. But yeah, that's level 9. It was a difficult level. Oh, it's not finished. Level 9's not finished. In fact, this is the last level of the episode, I think. So count to 2 bits of snow, and then 3 bits of snow. And we're just making a little diagonal roof bit. So counting to 4 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Counting to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this whole area is 5. And then 6. 4, 5, 6. So just click the mouse 6 times to build up your snow caps till you get to 6. And I think the next one, can you guess? 7. And then that's it. The rest of them are just full snow blocks, which is, you just grab a full block of snow, which is basically 8 snow caps. That gets filled in just like that. So we've got that little diagonal, pretty cool, with the skylights in it. Same over here, fill that in with snow. Those 3 are full blocks. Now 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I think I'm going to get sneaky here and just save a bit of time and do a bit of world edit to get this stacked across. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're building it, send me pictures of your halfway. You can stack that, I think 6 or 5 or 6. Send me pictures halfway. I've got to take that off, reveal the skylight again. And we are a done deal, I think, with the most complicated level of the build. If you've managed level 9, very, very well done indeed. Superb. I might put a picture of level 9, a top-down picture, in the description. But thanks for watching, everyone. Next episode coming very, very soon. Ciao, ciao for now. May the blocks be with you.